Hello, and welcome to another video on navigating and utilizing various tools in MUSE Automator. In this video, we'll discuss flow tabs, the sidebar, and the zoom and navigation tools used to move around your flows. At the top of the editor, you'll see the Flows bar. This area displays each flow in your project as a separate tab. Each tab represents an individual flow, allowing you to quickly switch between different sections of your project. To add a new flow, click the plus button on the right-hand side of the flow bar. You will see a new flow named Flow, followed by a number. To edit a tab, double-click on it and bring up the Edit Flows dialog box. Here, you can rename, delete, and enable or disable flows. Lastly, you can reorder flows by dragging and dropping tabs across the flow bar. Flows make it easy to organize logic by function, room, or system behavior. The flow bar is especially useful in larger projects where breaking logic into multiple flows helps keep everything readable and manageable. The next section we will look at is the sidebar. The sidebar is located on the right-hand side of the MUSE Automator editor. It provides tools to inspect nodes, debug flows, and manage shared settings. You can show or hide the sidebar at any time using the Toggle Sidebar button, which is located along the left edge of the sidebar. Each icon along the top of the sidebar opens a different panel. The Information tab displays the project's flows. This view shows all flows, subflows, and global configuration nodes in the current project and how they are organized. From here, you can quickly hide, disable, or lock flows. The Help tab displays details about the selected node. Here, you'll find node descriptions, input and output details, and helpful usage notes. This is a quick way to understand what a node does without leaving the editor. Click on an individual node in your project to get more information on that node. The Debug tab shows messages sent from the debug nodes in your flow. It's commonly used to inspect values, confirm logic, and troubleshoot behavior. Each message includes a timestamp and the node it came from. Debug nodes can be filtered using the Filter drop-down menu to choose specific nodes or flows to view in the debug bar. You can also clear the messages at any time using the Trash Can button at the top. The Configuration Nodes tab lists shared configuration nodes used by the project. These often represent device connections or settings used across multiple flows. From here, you can see where each configuration node is being used and open it for editing. Lastly, the Context Data tab displays stored context variables. This includes node, flow, and global context. This view is especially useful when verifying stored values or debugging logic that relies on these values. Next, let's look at navigating the canvas. In the bottom right corner, you'll find the zoom controls. Use the plus icon to zoom in, the minus icon to zoom out, or the circle icon to reset the zoom level. The map icon, which is beside the zoom controls, will open a mini-map in the corner of the canvas. This provides a high-level view of the entire flow and lets you jump to different sections quickly by clicking and dragging anywhere on the mini-map. That's it for this video. For more news and product information, visit us at our website at amx.com. For troubleshooting tips, FAQs, and code examples, visit our Anytime Help Center at help.harmonpro.com.